Welcome back to Over 50 Chiefs fans. So we just watched the total domination of Big Ben Roethlisberger in his last NFL game. I don't see any possibility of him coming back. I think the writing's on the walls. I think he's even written some of that scripture himself. He's done. He's out of here. He's going to be going into Canton. It's just a matter of time for that happens. But it was nice to see the Chiefs after they gave up that horrendous wildcat. Let's have Hardman pass the ball to Williams, fumble it, and then TJ Watt takes it in for 6 points. After that, it was nothing but Chiefs. And then the Chiefs, I think, went to like a modified prevent defense. We'll let Pittsburgh get yards. They're going to kill the clock. And, in the end, Big Ben ended the game on the field, not able to get another touchdown. And the final score was 42-21. Look at some of the stats here. Pull these up and look at them. Just the Steelers stats. And if you look at these stats and you think 29 of 44, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, not bad, with the exception of, from my notes here, Ben had 24 passing yards in the first half. 24 of his 215 passing yards were in the first half. That's it. Add to that, they didn't have a snap in KC territory the first half. This is total domination. Kelsey becomes the 7th. He's 7th on the list with 100-yard playoff games, one behind Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice has 8. Travis Kelsey came into the night having 6. He now has 7, which puts him one behind Jerry Rice, or maybe better well known as Jesus in Cleats. This game was just not even remotely competitive. I mean, it was, if you're a Chiefs fan, it was great to watch. It was amazing. If you're a Steelers fan, you're probably like, what the hell do we got to look forward to next year? Who's going to quarterback us next year? I might do a video on that for you Steelers fans, because that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, because there's going to be some veterans that are going to make themselves available. I mean, there's one guy that didn't play this weekend in the NFC who might want to be moving somewhere, but I'm not going to mention his name. But I mean, I think there's a lot of other players that could make themselves available. So maybe I'll do my research on that and bring that to you. But just continue with looking at the stats here. The Steelers really didn't run the ball very well. Najee Harris, 12 carries, 29 yards, and a fumble. His first fumble of the year comes in the AFC wild card. Benny Snell, he had 2 carries. Maybe if they gave him the ball a little bit more, something they might have been able to run on the Chiefs. I heard one play, or what was it? Rex Ryan, ESPN, good old ESPN, says everybody in the NFL can run on the Pittsburgh Steelers except the Kansas City Chiefs. And then he followed that with, the Steelers should be able to run on the Chiefs because that's where their weakness is. Well, I didn't see a whole lot of that tonight, and it sure enough looked like, let's switch back to the stats here. Let's just see if good old Rexy boy has a leg to stand on there. He said the Chiefs couldn't run on the Steelers. Okay, rushing. Jarrett McKinnon, 12 carries, 61 yards for a 5.1 average. Mahomes, 3 for 29 for a 9.7 average. We'll take that out of there. But, okay, not great rushing by McCole Hardman and Darrell Williams, because he's coming off a foot injury. I'm surprised he even suited up, because everything that I heard, he was not just questionable, but he was on the downside of questionable. Jarrett McKinnon did a great job carrying the football. I think they ran it just enough to keep Pittsburgh honest. And then Travis Kelsey, 5 catches for $108 with a touchdown. Don't forget, he also threw a touchdown. I'll get to that in a second. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Comment down below. Share this video with your friends out there. I'm going to continue on here. Jarrett McKinnon, 6 catches, 81 yards and a touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 4 carries, 76 yards, no touchdowns. I tell you what, the next time I see DeMarcus Robinson carrying the ball like a loaf of bread, one-handed out here to the side, it just makes me want to cringe. I mean, either he runs backwards with the ball or he carries it like a loaf of bread. I wish he would stop doing that. Tyreek Hill, 5 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Byron Pringle, 5 catches, 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then slide down just a little bit more here. Slide down just a little bit more. Look at this guy. Look at this new receiver we got. Nick Allegretti. 1 catch, 1 yard. There we go. 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 touchdown, 1 target. This is just domination. Yeah, the Chiefs fumbled the ball, and that gave Pittsburgh their first touchdown. I think that pissed Kansas City off. I think that was the wrong way to score on the Chiefs. I think if they would have found some way to come out maybe with their hurry-up offense, that thing they like to do in the fourth quarter and near the end of the games, maybe start the game out like that and somehow get a score on offense that way, to initiate the scoring and be the first team to score. I think, using the defense like that, I think that just pissed off Patrick Mahomes. I think it pissed off Kansas City, and they were like, you know what, go pay for that now. The defense was great. I mean, Wharton had a sack, Dana had a sack. I mean, you didn't have a ton of sacks, but you had a lot of pressures. You had a lot of balls being batted. The defense came to play. Harrison Butker did his job. I mean, he only kicked extra points, but he made them all. And Tommy Townsend, 34.5 average on 4 punts. You'd like to see that a little bit more than that, but none of them got returned, for touchdowns, and none of them got blocked. So I always think that's a good way to judge your punter. If it doesn't have the highest net, at least, if they're not getting blocked and they're not getting returned for 6, you got something going there. Something I did want to show you here about Kelsey. I don't know if you knew this. I had not, but we click under the insights here and we slide down. Where is it at? Wrong side, trending the wrong way. Roethlisberger. Yeah, we knew that. All right, here we go. NFL history. Travis Kelce is the first player. Let me highlight this for you in case you don't know where I'm at. I'm right over here. Travis Kelce is the first player in NFL history with 1 passing touchdown, 1 receiving touchdown, and 100 receiving yards in a playoff game. In about 10 years, you'll see that in a Trivial Pursuit Sports Edition game. Mark my words, that'll be in there. Just think about that for a second. First player in NFL history, with 1 passing touchdown, 1 receiving touchdown, and 100 receiving yards in a playoff game. And he moved up 1 100 game receiving yards closer to tie in Jerry Rice for the most in playoffs history. Jerry Rice has 8. So, this is just an amazing game for Kansas City. No way you slice it. It was kind of boring the first quarter. It kind of, it took a little while for things to get going. It was kind of waiting for action to occur. I mean, you get to the end of the first quarter and it's 0-0. And then Pittsburgh puts the first points on the board. But the bottom line is Kansas City came back. Kansas City now has Buffalo coming to Arrowhead. Buffalo is a totally different beast. I'm going to tell you all right now. If you think that this kind of magic is going to happen against Josh Allen, I'm not going to say it couldn't happen, because Jacksonville managed to beat Josh Allen in Buffalo by a score of 9-6 because Josh Allen just played horribly. But I wouldn't count on that. So I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a competitive game, and Patrick Mahomes is going to have to bring his A game. But at least we can say that our game didn't come down to a quarterback run and then you don't hand the ball to the referee so it can be spotted and time runs out. So all those Dallas fans that are still 26 years without going to an NFC championship game. Man, it sucks to be you. That's all I got to say about that. But Chiefs fans, we won a big one. Didn't get anybody hurt. So Rashad Fenton hurt himself in warmups. That's why he was scratched. Josh Gordon was a healthy scratch. Doris Fountain was supposed to get on the field. I don't know how much that happened. I wasn't really trying to watch that. I was, watching other things. But great game for the Chiefs. Moving on to Buffalo. So that'll be next weekend. The game should be Sunday. It'll be a 6:30 game, and it'll be on CBS. So with that, I'm going to let you all go. Once again, Chiefs Kingdom, we're making a push for another trip to the Super Bowl, a third in a row, the trifecta. So until next time, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that cool stuff. I'll catch you later.